Everyone, welcome back to yet another Christian musician guitar tutorial. So today we're going to be doing How Good of God by Matthew West, requested by Matt The Lego Maniac. So today we're going to be learning a few simple chords, G, C, and D, but after that G sus2, C add 9, and D over F sharp for the easier simplified version. So the reason that's simplified is just because your pinky finger and ring finger stay in the same place the entire song. This song only has a one strumming pattern through the entire thing, and through the entire song is only one chord change. So it's the same exact pattern the entire song except for one chord change, and that's verse 3. So today we're going to go ahead and hop right into it. So for your G chord, most of you probably already know this, but your high and low E string on the 3rd fret and your A string on the 2nd fret. So you're going to be using your pinky finger, high E string, your ring finger, low E string, and your middle finger on the A string of the 2nd fret. Then for the C, all you would do is move your top 2 fingers down and place your index finger on the B string of the 1st fret and then just lift your pinky off. That's a C, but I'll go ahead and break it down for you. So C is going to be your C note, which is the 1st fret of the B string. After that, your middle finger is going to go on the D string of the 2nd fret, and then your ring finger is going to go on the A string of the 3rd fret. You strum from your 2nd string down. For your D, it's going to be your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the high E string, your ring finger is going to be the 3rd fret of the B string, and your index finger is going to be the 2nd fret of the G string. You strum from the 3rd string down, or sorry, the 4th string down. Sounds like this. Now for the simplified version. So you would just take your G and just replicate it, but instead you're adding a finger right here. So it's going to be your pinky finger on the high E string, 3rd fret, middle finger on the B string, 3rd fret, index finger, low E string, 3rd fret, and your index finger on the A string, 2nd fret. That sounds like this. You just move your middle finger and your index finger down 1 to make the C add 9. For the D over F sharp, all you got to do is your low E string, 2nd fret with your index finger, and the G string, 2nd fret with your middle finger, and that sounds like this. So these are the chords you would use. So it's either going to be G, C, and D, or G sus2, C add 9, D over F sharp. Either way you want to play it, it really does not matter that much. It's going to sound good either way. So it's either going to sound like how good, how good, how good, how good, or how good. So either way, it still sounds really good. I was singing in the lower voice because I'm going to be using my higher voice for the real singing. Got to preserve that. But anyway, the only exception to the chord change, like I said, is verse 3. So your general chord progression is going to be G, C, G, D. Just G, C, G, D. That's your general chord progression. Until verse 3, that's where it changes. When you go into the chorus, it's not that hard, but when you come out of the chorus into verse 2, all you're doing is you're hitting the C chord and then the G chord for the whoa, whoa, whoa. I can't hit that perfectly. That sounded horrible, but whatever. So that's all you're doing is you're hitting the C and the G. So verse 3 is where it changes. It starts on a C instead. So from Victor's on the Mountain to the Heartbreak Valley, it goes C, G, D, C, G, D, and then it goes back to the regular of G, C, G, D. So it's C, G, then D, and then you'd stop it because you're going into the part where it's like how good, how good, how good of God. And you're not, playing the guitar for that part. Unless you want to, you can play it lightly. Something light like that, just to keep the beat going. But that's all there is to it, as far as I can see. But that's going to be all. On the last chorus, it's how good, how good, how good of God my heart can help but see. How good, how good, how good of God to be so good to me. You do that twice, and then after that, it's how good, how good, how good of God to be so good to me. You just stop it on me. Like, you don't do a final strum or anything. If you want to play it the way he does it. If you play it the way I do it, you do add a final strum because I think it carries it out. So he does, to be so good to me. That's what he does. I feel like it cuts it off too early, so I do, to be so good to me. That's what I like to do. Each their own, you know. I'm going to go ahead and tune this really quick. I thought it was a little bit out. So, How Good of God by Matthew West. Here we go. I hope you guys have your notes ready, and feel free to play along. If someone once told me how good my life would get, I would have gone crazy, because I couldn't see it yet. From a story going nowhere to where I'm standing now, I'm smiling because I know there's only one way out. How good, how good, how good of God, my heart can't help but sing. How good, how good, how good of God, He's so good to me. My sins have been forgiven and my wrongs have been erased, and I feel so amazing that I made it great. Yeah, this life I live is proof that every prayer I prayed was heard. Lord, ain't it just like you to give me more than I deserve? How good, how good, how good of God, my heart can't help but sing. How good, how good, how good of God, He's so good to me. From the victories on the mountain to the heartbreak night zone, I've always been surrounded by the arms of one who knows. Getting me to heaven when it's time to leave this earth. Lord, ain't it just like you to give me more than I deserve? How good, how good, how good of God, my heart can't help but sing. How good, how good, how good of God, to be so good to me. How good, how good, how good of God, my heart can't help but sing. How good, how good, how good of God, He's so good to me. How good, how good of God, to be so good to me. That is Good of God by Matthew West. I realized that it probably sounded kind of bad sometimes. That's just because the song is in the key of G. I sing in the key of A or E generally, which are farly expansive from G. A is a step right after G, but I go lower with the A. If you'd like me to transpose these songs into them, just let me know. I'd love to do that. But I hope you guys are learning from these. Once again, guitar tutorials. I'm telling y'all, it's worth it. I can learn a song on the spot with you guys. I can teach you the strumming patterns. I can teach you how it goes. They're insanely inexpensive, you guys. I'm telling you, if you're wanting to get to be a better guitarist in general, not having to use YouTube, but to have live lessons over camera, I'm telling you, it's going to help you. And if you're struggling, like let's just say you're trying to hit your G chord and you're hearing this, I can tell you exactly why that's happening, and I can help you to get through that. Now, my teachings, I'm trying to get better at it. I feel like I'm a pretty good teacher in general. I'm teaching my friend Brother Jose. I'm teaching him how to play guitar, and he's doing a great job. He's not done a lesson in a while. I'm going to get him to do one. And if you're watching Jose, you got this, man. But, you know, it's all about, you know, using your fingertips, and, you know, when you get that muted sound, I can show you how to unmute it. I can show you, you know, new techniques to use. I can show you the way you hold a pick. Pretty much anything you need to know about guitar, I'm going to teach you in those live lessons, and they're super inexpensive. I'm telling you guys, it's worth it. Now, if you guys would like me to do any songs, leave it in the comments below. I'll be looking through those comments. I get an email every time I get a comment, and that tells me you received a new comment on such and such a video. And that's how I'm seeing all these, tutorials. I'm not looking through all my videos every single day like, oh, did I get a new comment? So I get an email, I get notified. I want you to know you are noticed. If I don't do it right away, that's just because I've got other things going on. Once again, I'll be posting once a week, or at least trying my best to. I hope you guys are enjoying these tutorials. I hope you guys have a blessed day. Remember, every time before you learn a song, pray. Just like, God, please help me to learn this. In the live lessons, I will be praying with y'all before we start, just to let you know. And also, if anybody would like a Bible study, feel free to email me about that too. I'm more than happy to do that. I hope you guys have a blessed day, and I hope y'all are learning from these lessons. God bless y'all in Jesus' name.